Shamanic healing. It's all experience and practice. There is no theory. This is a natural thing. We should be all born with this. You all know what to do. You just have to remember.
A lot of other shamanic traditions, they work with like the four directions. What's your perspective on working
It's
with
not
that?
it's not just shamanic. Every tradition uses it. Witchcraft, high magic, hermetic magic, shamanism. To be honest, I don't have a lot of experience with Native American tradition, but with what I was exposed with, it seems more complex because there is more religion than actual practical things. I'm not teaching religion. Mine is easier. There is no fluff, only practical things. So you can take that framework and apply it in any work with anyone, whoever comes to your office, to your sessions, Christians, Jewish people, Buddhists, it will all work. I cleaned it all up. If you compare to Native Americans, it's more complex, it's more confusing. I looked at the curriculums, at few curriculums of shamanic schools that I found here in US. They spent like whole years studying those four directions, but you see a client, is there application for it? Zero. Zero. Why
That really
would you
helps me.
waste whole year of studying it?
Yeah, there's lots of courses where I am where it's a year, like 3 months in each direction, $1,000 a direction. And I was wondering, am I missing something?
Can you put your hand on your heart and tell me, is there any practical application for it?
No.
I would ask for my money back.
Yeah, I didn't pay, but my curiosity, all these courses and courses and courses, and I'm like just wanting your perspective.
When I do my ritual work, yes, sometimes, not always, sometimes I know that if I need to earn more money, I need to face north. This is practical tip for you. Face north when you need to make more money. This is as practical as it gets. For the rest, nothing matters.
Because a lot of the traditions emphasize like spending a lot of time at your altar every day, an hour or two at your altar, and getting in touch with the four directions as part of self-development. You're giving me this funny look. That's why I was asking you what your
How
opinion.
much time do you have in a day? I've never spent an hour at my altar.
Well,
I've
we
never
have the
had a
element,
ritual, even full-blown rituals that took whole hour. How much time do you have?
but Guzelia, what about the element invocation? Isn't that kind of like embodying the four directions? Like the element meditation where we're feeling the change of the wind, we're feeling
Yeah,
grounded
that's
with
more
the earth.
practical way.
For me, I feel like that is the four directions because it's just us getting in touch with it, and then it empowers us for doing the work. So they don't need to know that we do that before, but it's kind of like, to me, I feel like our own calling in the directions for
Yeah,
our spirits.
elemental balancing, you can find it in the quote. That's a more practical way, more useful way to work with this.
Well,
And
you
even
have
when I work with clients, when I teach them to balance energy, I don't tell them we're going to invoke the north or the south forces.
They'll get freaked
It's
out.
much easier to understand if you tell them, now we're going to breathe in fire, now breathe in water. How do you feel north or east or west? How can you describe it in the body? You can't. But with the elements, you can. Whole foundation is built on working with elements. But we don't need whole year to try to study it. What was practice 5 minutes? Yeah, you'll get everything you need from it. But yeah, it's for everyday maintenance. All our practices for every day. But if I told you, devote to each 1 hour and plus stay pray by your altar for an hour, are you going to do it? Do you have time for it? No. From very beginning, you have to, whatever you're learning, take only what actually applicable in real life and fit it into your lifestyle, into your daily routine. If you don't from beginning, you're never going to do it. You'll never benefit from it if you don't do it. But if it doesn't fit,